Hello everyone, Eddie Krueger. Basically just to sit down and talk about the usual crap I usually do. Anyway, my film career has been a little over 3 years now. And most of my films are very, tongue-in-cheek horror flicks, which, how I got started on that is basically, well, we were filming, I believe it was Hannibal Baldy, and, me and my friend, Angie Pangie, which I think Angie's a girl's name, but, oh well, poor guy, I don't know. Anyway, me, him, and his sister were just filming around, making these little skits where actually I had a 5 o'clock shadow and glasses on. I was like, "Hi everyone, this is my family, I'm the mom." And then Andrew was the daughter, who was, and then his sister was just whacked. So, basically we're just filming around, and then I'm like, you know what, let's add a little story to this. Let's actually, and then it just somehow evolved into Hannibal Baldy. I mean, that was, if I could relive it and do it all again, I would do it, because it'd be just fun. Just fun. And after that, we did Texas Musical Massacre, which is my farewell to all my dignity. So, I didn't start out with much, at first I just kind of had it in my hand and dropped it. And then after that, I think I did Jack-O-Lantern, and then it progressed into, the Scream-A-Bits and Patrick Ferguson's Horror Show, various things. But again, yeah, Scream-A-Bits were huge, and they are still a huge part of my little film career, because they're, the essence of what has become for the longest time, horror movie. It was kind of a joke, unfortunately. Even though I love them so much, it was like, oh yeah, killer runs, girls topless, she has sex, she dies, oh, the virgin, the virtuous virgin, lives at the end with a masculine, tough boyfriend, and then of course there's something where the killer, a hand comes out of the grave or something, and the end, move on to the sequel now. So, but luckily, to some very good directors, horror is becoming a little more serious again. Like, Rob Zombie, who's still going on besides Rob Zombie. This is going to sound so douchebaggy, but the guy who's done the Saw series, I forgot his name. Quentin Tarantino also, he's still doing his shit. Then people who made Rico, the Genetic Opera. So I mean, there's been, and of course Sam Raimi is still bringing it hard to the table. I mean, I just saw his Drag Me to Hell, and that's pretty good. But anyway, I've been doing a lot of movies very recently, because I've been focusing on the music aspect of my life right now. As much as I love the image, I also like the audio. So, anyway, a lot more music to come, though, definitely. I mean, I think I've babbled on about heavy metal before, and black metal, and all forms of that genre, and really anything with a good singer and a little guitar, I like, usually. Even some of the more goth rock, techno-y sounding things. I mean, I like a good span of music, I like to think. All the way from, I don't know, Jack Off Jill to Sarah Brightman. So, spans. Plus, I do like hearing a lady sing. But anyway, with the movies, I'm going to go strong with my very Ed Wood tongue-in-cheek movies, which I love. If I could do them all over again, like I said, I would. I just recently reviewed a lot of my, old shit, and it's like, the best memories isn't the film necessarily, even though I do like them, watching, but it's what goes into making that. I mean, you're not going to go on fucking, drama movie set and not have that much fun, because it's all very serious and well-grounded and serious actors, but with just, some, fucking kids who, want to have a good time, maybe listen to some Pantera and then, film some funny stuff that will make them laugh at the end of the day. I think you're going to get more out of that than filming something like Romeo and Juliet or Titanic, I don't know why I'm picking on the love story genre, but I don't know, just kind of like that, I think. I mean, there's some parts where it is so ridiculous, you're covered in blood and you're sitting there, just laughing your ass off because it's ridiculous. It's 4 o'clock in the morning and, you're in the, Ghostface Scream costume going to McDonald's, And you don't get those moments on other flicks, I don't think, so. But I will be working on more serious horror flicks, like, say, Nightmare on Elm Street, type of things, or, what's another good one? I don't know, more serious horror flicks, which will be coming soon. I have my flick Split about basically a kid who has to deal with the death of his father. And then, years later, the killer who, slaughtered and gutted his father basically is starting to return and weird shit starts happening. So, again, it is going to be a more grounded horror movie, but again, there'll be over-the-top gore and, I possibly will have a nude scene, so there you go, that should get you interested, And then my mom and, my best buddy Andrew will be, as usual, playing mother and son. And I will be mostly, maybe I will play the killer physically, but mostly I'll be just doing the voice, I think. We might get, I might have someone else dress up as a killer, unless I'm really into it and I want to. But I'm going to be doing a very, hopefully sinister and familiar voice to all you 90s cartoon Batman fans out there, so. And then basically, I guess that's it. But I mean, technically it's never over, so, 2 days from now I'll be looking on YouTube watching this like, I just made that. Holy shnikey. So, but I mean, my little horror flicks are fun. My more serious ones I think should get me a little more attention because, as you can see, I crave it. Also a shout out to Rachel if you ever see this. Hi, how are you? You look good. And so yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, even though my horror flicks haven't really, aren't the #1 hits on YouTube, I think they're fun. I mean, it could be worse. It could be, some weird guy with, makeup on his face and, a girl's shirt. Anyway, it could be worse. So, also a shout out to my son. I enjoy Jane. So, I guess that's it. Go. Jack. Yeah,